Good evening from Washington, D.C., and thank you to those of you joining us from around the world for news from a Catholic perspective. I'm Lauren Ashburn. President Trump says he's proud to support a health care plan proposed by House Republicans, and he hopes it will pass very quickly. It defunds Planned Parenthood for 1 year. But as Jason Calvi reports, opposition from within the Republican Party is complicating the party's drive to sell the legislation to Congress and the public. Jason?
Lauren, President Trump began his day with a tweet calling it our wonderful new health care bill. Republicans are forging ahead, saying the measure called the American Health Care Act will rescue the country from the failures of Obamacare. That's despite pushback erupting within their party.
This is Obamacare gone.
Republican leaders make their pitch today.
We've arrived at the scene of a pretty big wreck, and we're trying to clean up the mess. And if we don't intercede now, fewer people will have access to insurance, period.
The Republican plan would repeal unpopular fines on people who don't have health insurance, maintain coverage for people with pre-existing medical problems, and children up to the age of 26 on their parents' plans. It would provide tax credits to help people buy coverage. But some lawmakers in the GOP are blasting the bill. Senator Rand Paul, who's also a physician, is leading that charge.
I think it's Obamacare light, and I don't think conservatives across the country are going to support it. So there's going to be a discussion now. But conservatives across the country are pro-life, but they also don't want Obamacare.
The House bill would bar people from using the tax credits for health plans that provide abortions. It also defunds Planned Parenthood, but it won't be easy to win over Democrats on that issue.
This defunding of Planned Parenthood would devastatingly harm millions of American women and men and set back American health care.
Republican leaders say they'll redirect those funds to community health centers.
So women have those services where they need them.
Every single Republican vote is going to be essential to pass this bill through the House and the Senate. Today, Rand Paul, who we heard had many objections to this bill, told me that negotiations are ongoing. House conservatives have praised the leadership for putting forward a bill, but they say they need to really negotiate all the fine details in it. Lauren?
Jason, you mentioned last night that pro-lifers were worried that the Senate parliamentarian will strip the language, stopping the tax credits from going to abortion. Do you have an update on that?
I spoke with the chair of the House Ways and Means Committee, which oversees tax issue. He says the best pro-life lawyers in the Senate are working on that issue. If the pro-life language is stripped in the Senate, Lauren, many pro-life groups say they'll urge lawmakers to vote against this GOP plan.
Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi, thank you.